Rose. Somebody yelled out Justin Rose right before I read it, and I said it. I didn't even know it till I was done, but honest mistake. But yeah, we're really happy we've gotten to this point. Feels like we've been waiting a year and a half for that moment just then, and now that we see the matchups on paper and we know we're going to go out tomorrow and play, it's just an incredible feeling.
You use we all the time. Like, is there a part of you that's still thinking I at all, or in your mind is it just all we from this point on?
Oh no, it's all we. We have we have a whole team of vice captains, our players, our coaches, our caddies, our wives, we have a whole team behind us. It's not just the 12 players and the captains. And I've never felt closer to a group of people in my entire life. So we've come a long way, and since I started this process, and it's been a really almost magical week for us all.
Like two, Cameron?
Bryson going off in that first group, he's been pretty adamant all week that he's being willing to try to drive the first green if conditions allow it. Is that something that you've kind of given him the green light for if he feels good tomorrow morning if he's hitting the first tee shot?
Yes, sir. Let him get up there. We want him to do what he does. And he got up there today and hammered one right in the front of the green. Bryson thrives under this sort of atmosphere. For me, when I would go out in these first tees, I would be very nervous and didn't know what to expect. I see Bryson and I can see him walking out there just relishing the moment, relishing the chance to get up there and hit that shot. And Bryson has been, a leader in our room. He's been an incredible teammate. And what a better two guys to lead our team out tomorrow than Justin and Bryson.
Adam, go ahead.
Keegan, is there a scenario where the four who sat in the morning might also sit all day?
We're going to get through tomorrow. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but we're going to get through tomorrow morning. And the pairings aren't due till 11:40, and we'll sort that out then.
Okay. Also, you've known your lineup for a while, but is there anything you've probably been speculating on what Luke might do, anything that caught you by surprise?
Not really. We're, like I said, even if they gave us the pairings, we got to go out and win the matches. It's really hard to tell what they're going to do. We figured a few of the spots are right where we thought they were, but we're more focused on what our lineup is, and then we're going to have to go out there and beat their guys.
Over here on three.
Keegan, I just wondered if you could expand on your thinking behind sending Bryson out first.
Well, besides the fact that he's a world-class player and one of our best players on the team, we wanted to send out a fiery group to lead us out with these fans that have been waiting 2 years, more than that, 15 years to see this tournament play. And like I said, Bryson just relishes in these opportunities. He wants them. He's one of these guys where, you hear in a basketball team who wants the ball for the last shot. He's one of those guys. So is Justin. And let's not forget that Justin's the heartbeat of our team, and they're going to go out and be a really tough team to beat.
Go all the way up top there to 16.
Keegan, sorry, behind the camera. You mentioned a plan on the TV interview just now. You mentioned that you're going to follow the plan. How much of the plan is sort of set in stone, so to speak? How much has changed on the fly? Did you have a sense of these pairings even coming in before you got to Bethpage versus what you saw this week?
Yeah, we've been working on these pairings for a long time. We had a really good idea what we were going to do today or tomorrow, and it's just a matter of executing that plan. You got to wait and see how healthy everybody is, how if they get sick or whatever it is. And we've had none of that so far, and we've been working on these pairings for a long time, and we're really excited to get them out there tomorrow.
And then to follow up, going forward after the morning session, do you have a sense of what you want to do, or does that dictate based on what happens?
We have a pretty good idea of what we want to do.
Back up to Paul.
Just wondering, telling Bryson and JT that they were going off first, kind of their reactions to, that's an honor to get that moment, and just how they reacted to that.
They were really excited. They've known for a long time, so I'm really proud of Bryson and Justin. Justin, they both have been, put me with anybody. I just want to win. And, when we came to them about playing together, they were just so thrilled. And, it's a fiery group. It's a group that can go out and lead our team, and excited to see him do that.
Thanks for your time, Keegan. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. European Ryder Cup captain Luke Donald is with us now. Let's go ahead and get started with questions. Paul, go ahead.
Luke, some of the pairings similar to Italy, some different. Was it tempting at all to just roll out with the same groups that did so well in foursomes last year?
Yeah, I mean, 2 years is a long time. So, again, I think there's partnerships. You could easily have done that. I think I have 12 really, really strong players, and those guys match up well as well. But, again, we understand the U.S. is strong in foursomes. They have some strong partnerships. We saw that coming in here, no matter what sort of combinations they went with. So, we feel like this is our strongest to go against them. We want to get off to a good start like we did in Rome, but we also understand the challenge ahead of us. So, but this is a lineup that we're very, very comfortable with.
One of those new ones is Ludwig and Fitzy. Hadn't seen that before. Just what do you like about the way that those two play together?
Yeah, a good mixture of games, and I think in foursomes I like that. I like a little bit of a difference in games to match the golf course, and these two really do match that golf course well.
Over to Mike 12.
Hey, Luke. We've seen the importance, especially the last couple Ryder Cups, of getting off to a fast start and never looking back from there. Why do you think the group you put together is equipped to do that and potentially run away with it after that?
I just think it's our strongest eight to go in foursomes. You want to get off to a fast start. But we also, we've talked a lot about the 4 times we have won away, and, we've done it in different fashions. So it's not always imperative, but it's certainly nice to have.
Up to Todd on 18.
Luke, do you feel like captains should be compensated for the Ryder Cup?
I'm going to stick with my team, and I think if the captain gets compensated and the players don't, that's a little bit murky. So no.
In front here, Mike 3.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how feisty do you think this opening match will be?
I don't know. I think they're all going to be pretty feisty. The build-up of any Ryder Cup is pretty intense. You feel to every day getting a little bit more. Tuesday, Wednesday, and even today, a little bit spicier, a little bit more stuff going on, and tomorrow will be a different level. Always those first tee, it's pure energy, it's pure passion, but I think my guys are ready for it.
Over here, Brody.
Are there certain traits you tend to look for in an opening pairing of a day?
Traits?
Yeah, certain mental traits that you kind of want to see for your first group out there.
I mean, I have 100% faith in all 12 of my guys, in terms of how they can handle the situation. We did, I like John as a leader, going off first with Tyrrell. They've been a very strong partnership. John, 4-0, I believe, in foursomes over his history, and obviously 2-0 with Tyrrell. So it's a strong start for us, and we'll need it.
In front here with Cameron.
Luke and right over here on your right. Obviously in Rome, Ludwig and Victor had a great success together playing foursomes, and I know you split them up. Was that a difficult decision to have to do, or is it something that you guys just saw that, like you said, 2 years is a long time?
Not really difficult. Again, I think we have a lot of different options available to us. But no, this was discussed and talked about pretty straight after we made the picks, and we had our 12. So Eduardo and I have been talking about this for 3-4 weeks since the team has been formed, and we've communicated it quite a lot to the players, and they were very comfortable with it.
Adam?
Is there a scenario where you might sit anybody all day?
I think there's always that scenario. You'd hope you wouldn't have to. I certainly didn't have to do that in Rome with the lead we had, on Friday. But there's always a situation that could occur, and we'll be ready for any kind of situation.
Yesterday, in your speech, you took a little bit of a jab at the U.S. for playing for money, wanting to be compensated. Do you have an understanding of how much the European Tour earns off this, and do they give money to charities? Do you know about that?
Well, it wasn't directed at the U.S. My speech was directed at my players. I wrote that speech 6 months ago, maybe. Okay, we've been very consistent where we stand, what we play for. We're not concerned about what the U.S. are doing.
Thanks for your time, Luke. We appreciate it.
Thank you.